Well. Okay, guys, so in today's video, the plan is Mr. LaFew here decided to grace us with his presence and weld some frame rails. So we got everything mocked up, as you guys saw in the last video. Today is the day we're gonna weld them out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna weld this out here, weld that out there. We made some plates. These are gonna go on like that. A few more things. We got some spot welds to do here and a seam to weld out here. Once it's done, everything's straight right now. The car will be pretty much on its way back together. Charlie's setting up the welder. While he's doing that, I'm gonna be putting the engine on the new K-member once he welds that and stripping this K-member down. We're still waiting on a new sway bar on the way and some new control arms because this guy's a little bent. But we'll go ahead and strip it all down and get ready to transplant stuff. So it should be interesting, but he's gonna start welding. I'm gonna start stripping.
You're gonna start stripping?
Maybe I am. You like that? All right, guys, let's get to it. Enough talking. Got a lot of work to do. Also, guys, we haven't forgot about this guy. You guys seen? I don't know if you've seen yet. We've kind of built a chassis. We're kind of working on tying stuff in. We got a lot of designing to do, so this is gonna take a little while. But chassis welded out. We haven't forgot about you. Haven't forgot about you. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, guys, Charlie's still welding. A little update here. We finally got all this steering rack suspension off of the K-member. You see here the K-member just absolutely mashed to bits. There was no saving this thing. I mean, this thing is so crunched up. So this is trash. We'll take the motor mounts off and reuse them. But we'll finish welding that up, and then we'll put the K-member on over here. Started figuring all that. I need to get some more bolts for the steering rack. You guys saw that was a huge pain. I didn't know, but they're welded on the back and tapered, so they were just not coming. So we just cut them off. We'll go get some more here in a bit.
Okay, guys, so here we are. You can see Charlie here is welding the outer seam on the new frame rails. Guys, this thing's turned out freaking sick. I'm super excited about it. Everything came together very smoothly here, but it just, like I said, you measure a bunch and weld out once, and it turned out great. So here, Charlie's doing all the spot welds on the outside and taking a little foam break, and now he's welding out the rest of the frame rail at the bottom. So I have to weld the plates on the inside. You'll see me here grinding a little bit, trying to get everything set up for him. But huge shout out to him. Thanks for coming and helping me out. He's my top welding guy and fabricator buddy, so it's always appreciated. But here, just filling out some welds, finishing things up, and we'll continue this here in a second.
Tell me. Starving? Hey, we're almost done. Okay, guys, so Charlie, being the amazing fabricator he is, welded out the whole rails, and we are good to go. We still have some grinding left to do, a little bit of stuff like that, but the plates are in, everything's welded out, and I'm really happy with it. I think it's gonna work out perfect. So everything, you guys see, we welded the seam and then weld this plate over the top. Everything looks nice and tacked together. So on the outside, the outside, same thing here. We just kind of met up here, welded down, and then welded the frame on the back. So this thing is ready to go. All right, next we're going to pop the K-member out, working on getting the engine on the K-member and all the suspension stuff. And in this video, we should get the engine back in the car, whether that's today, tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But that's what we're gonna do. Let's pop the K-member out, grind down some stuff, paint some stuff, and be back here in a minute. right, guys, we got Tubby here, and the K members in the car. Everything actually turned out rather nice. We got some stuff painted up. I'm excited, but now we have the most dreaded part. It's putting all this wiring in, which I don't remember where it goes, and that's gonna be fun. We're gonna put the wiring in the car, put the ECU in, fuse box and stuff, and then drop the engine back in. So it should be fun, and it's probably gonna suck, and I don't know where any of this stuff goes, but we're gonna figure it out, right? Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Okay guys, so you see Tubby came by to give me a little bit of help with this wiring, and Nathan, my buddy, came by working on his girlfriend's car, so that was always fun. And you know you love having people in the shop with you. But guys, here we are. We have the wiring. We're trying to get it all set up. I ended up ordering a used wiring harness off eBay. It's about 300 bucks, but really I couldn't ask for anything better. It's exactly what we needed. So we got that routed. It was a little interesting, but we figured it out. Here we are putting the engine in, and honestly, looking back, I wish we had taken the K-member out, but I kind of thought it'd be easier since there's nothing else in there, but it was not at all. We were fighting it the whole time. We ended up having to unbolt the K-member, bolting the engine to the K-member, and then putting it all back in. So it was aggravating, it was a pain, but we finally did get it. And I kind of cheaped out and didn't buy a new motor mount, so that was that was kind of funny. But here we are. We got the engine in. We're scooting the car up, and here we are. We're about to. I think we're putting the drive shaft in, and making sure everything's buttoned up underneath. Newsflash! We found this out now. We forgot to hook up the clutch master cylinder. The linkage, so we're gonna have to pull this back apart and fix it. But here we are putting the trans mount in and putting the drive shaft in. This road wasn't that bad. It was all just kind of making sure we had all the right bolts and making sure everything was kind of plugged in, nothing was broken. Everything looked good so far, so we ended up getting everything hooked up. We got the exhaust put in, and we got the drive shaft in. We got everything buttoned up underneath, except for that master cylinder, but we'll deal with that later. And I'm really happy with it, guys. It turned out friggin' sick. It went together very well, and I'm really excited to get this car back together. Looks like here we're putting the core support on, the bash bar on, making sure everything fits up right. And guys, honestly, everything bolted up perfectly. These frame rails are right where they need to be. We did a ton of measuring, and it turned out great.
So it is about 10 o'clock at night. We've been working nonstop. Hope you guys like the time lapse. I'm going to try to change it up and film more stuff like that and just kind of talk through it like that, voiceover. But to what we got, we're about to leave. But to end this video off, guys, we got the engine and trans in the car, which is so sick. This is so sick. Bash bar on, K members on. Everything's in here. Everything is in here, and we were actually able to get the car. I didn't film it. We'll do it in the next video. But get able to turn the dash on with the new wiring. So all the wirings ran. Everything's hooked up for the most part, except for a few things like that stuff, and we got to do some more routing and whatnot. But guys, we got the engine and trans in the car, so that is just so sick. I'm super pumped about it. But guys, along with that, you guys saw we got the drive shaft in, the exhaust is in, everything's buttoned up underneath. All we have now is just up top. So next video, I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna be doing. I need to order a bunch of parts, but we're gonna try to finish putting this thing together. Suspension stuff, wheels, all sorts of stuff on that. So probably next episode, we'll be working on the 69 over here. So we gotta order parts, but guys, I'm super pumped. It's come so far. When you guys saw, we had it cut off at the freaking cowl or at the firewall. Now we have straight frame rails. Everything's hooked up. So I'm super pumped. We got some really cool stuff coming. So thank you guys a ton for watching. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you on the next episode. See ya.